I never thought I'd feel this small again, not after everything I survived, but the moment I walked into the high school reunion hall holding my daughter's hand, I knew I had made a mistake. The room shimmered with success, designer suits, diamond smiles, loud laughter, but none of it belonged to me. I was just a single dad in a worn blazer, balancing dignity and debt, pretending my life hadn't collapsed years ago when my ex-wife walked out with another man and took my confidence with her. My daughter squeezed my hand, innocent and proud, unaware of the battlefield ahead. Then I heard her voice, the one that used to whisper promises in the dark, now sharp with mockery. "You actually came," she said loudly, turning heads. She looked flawless, draped in luxury, her new husband beside her like a trophy. "Still playing the struggling hero, huh?" she laughed, eyes scanning my shoes, my posture, my silence. People watched. Some smirked. Some pitied me. And then she went for the kill. "Everyone, this is my ex. The man who couldn't provide. A full-time failure, part-time dreamer," she said, sipping her drink as if humiliation were entertainment. I felt my chest tighten, my daughter's grip tremble, and in that moment I hated myself for bringing her here. I tried to respond, to defend years of sacrifice, nights without sleep, meals skipped so my child could eat, but no words came. Laughter rippled through the room. My ex leaned closer and desperation, asking for protection over the children, for guidance in her own life, and for strength to endure the challenges she had faced silently for so many years, her sincerity palpable, reaching even the man at the door who now felt compelled to listen, drawn by the unexpected warmth and vulnerability emanating from someone he had barely considered beyond her role in the household, and as he watched, the youngest boy's small voice broke the silence with a hesitant prayer, his words, innocent yet profound, touching upon fears and hopes the man himself had long buried beneath wealth and ambition, making him realize that the world he had built around himself, filled with contracts, meetings, and appearances, had never truly prepared him for these small but profound truths of life, love, and faith. The maid, noticing the man at the doorway, opened her eyes slightly, her gaze meeting his, not with fear or reproach, but with calm understanding, as if she had always known he would see her at her most genuine self one day. And the man, caught between the life he knew and the life unfolding before him, felt an unfamiliar urge to kneel, to pray, to strip away the armor of his carefully maintained persona and confront the raw humanity he had ignored for so long, while the children, sensing the change in atmosphere, looked at him with quiet curiosity, their small faces reflecting hope, trust, and an unspoken invitation to join them, and he realized in that instant that the world outside, with its noise, expectations, and relentless pursuit of power, had never given him a moment like this, a moment where the simplest act of devotion could open the heart, soften the spirit, and ignite a profound connection. Interview praising my leadership felt meaningless, because the strongest empire I could have built had collapsed the day I walked away from a child who needed me. I stood up slowly, ignoring the murmurs around me, and for the first time in years, I spoke not as a CEO but as a broken man, admitting my past, my mistake, my fear, and my regret, and I announced that not only would the program continue, but I would personally fund it, adopt it, protect it, because redemption begins when truth is faced, not hidden. Tears flowed freely now, not just hers, but mine, and even some around the table. Because people don't connect to power, they connect to honesty, and as the meeting ended, my life as I knew it was gone, replaced by a chance to become the man I should have been all along. This is not just a story about regret, it's a reminder that your past never disappears, it waits for the right moment to teach you humility, responsibility, and love, and if this story touched your heart, changed your perspective, or made you reflect even a little, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because stories like these don't just entertain. They heal, awaken, and remind us what truly matters, and by subscribing, you become part of a community that believes powerful stories can change lives.